Hi guys. Okay, so I just finished reading the other day Aesthetica by Allie Rowbottom, which is this book right here. Um, I just noticed that it's like an Instagram story because this is very Instagram focused. And then where it says a novel, it's just like the location on a Instagram story. So this story focuses on at Anna Ray, which is her Instagram handle in the book. I didn't check if it was real or not. But it's this story, this book is basically a cautionary tale on social media and also plastic surgery. It goes back and forth between the past and the present moment. And it doesn't tell you, there's no indication of when it's the present and when it's the past. So you just kind of have to figure it out yourself. But it's really easy right away. You kind of get the gist of because of what's going on. So basically, this girl named Anna really wants like more in life, and she finds that her aesthetic, her looks, and her beauty is what's going to sell, and she feels that that she has to monetize it, like there's got to be a way to monetize that. So she does everything she can. She meets this guy named Jake, and he becomes like her bridge into a lot of Instagram like sponsorships and like, like that whole Instagram world of like making money like that. So that's kind of what his purpose in the story is, but also more. So basically, at the same time that all of this is happening, unfortunately, she hasn't been paying too much attention to her mother while she's going on these trips and stuff. And her mother is sick. She doesn't know what's wrong with her. Flash forward, spoilers. Her mom ends up having like tumor, I believe it was, and they extract it, but then they release her like too early or something. Something happens that when she goes home and Anna takes her home, she falls deeply ill again and she literally dies. So I don't know like how much that must have been for her. Like she didn't have a father in the story, so it was just her and her mom, and so now she's like really, really alone. Meanwhile, all this is going on. She's getting tons of work done. She's getting her breasts done. And it's just like this whole bubbled reality of people that she's around when she goes on these Instagram trips. They're like sponsorships basically. And she just like falls into this circle of like delusion of this is the beauty standards, this is what's good or whatever. And so she also mentions how it's crazy that the beauty standards changed so much. She was like, why did I get this done when now it's not in trend, but now the opposite of that is now in trend. And then she like kind of affirms herself by saying like, well, it's okay, that trend's going to come back anyway, just in due time, so it's fine that I look like this now, whatever. But like flash forward, she really regrets getting all her plastic surgery that she did. She got her lips done, she got Botox done, she got so many things done to her face. And a lot of the men in her present moment tell her that she looks good the way she is, but she knows it's a lie. And the men tell her, yeah, you look good, like you look natural, it looks good. And she's like, you men have no idea what natural is. Like you want natural, but like we give you natural and then you don't even like that. So like you don't even know what you want. You don't even know what you're talking about. And so she just like pissed off at men. And at one of the parties she has like they like assault her, I think. They like that. Because it's like kind of cloudy, like what happened. And so she doesn't really know because she took too many drugs. So yeah, not a good look for her. But then she finds, well, basically, like the whole story starts off. I know it's kind of all over the place, sorry, but this story is told all over the place, so get used to it. She, I think it's like the future or something, but there's like this procedure called Aesthetica, and then there's like a TM on the top to trademark it, where this doctor uses 4D technology, not 4D technology, but more like a 4D scan of your body, and it finds every procedure that you have had done on your face, on your body, and it, I don't know if it uses AI or what it uses, but it somehow sets a simulation, I guess, of how your body should look like if it had not gotten any of that work done, if to show how your body would look like natural. So it's basically reversing all the work that you've done on yourself, surgically or with Botox or lip filler. And so she's like dying to get this done because she knows that the way she looks now with all this stuff in her face was a horrible mistake and she should have listened to her mom, and she like deeply regrets it because Botox and lip filler had all these horrible backfiring situations on her that she didn't think were possible, but like there's a catch to everything, she realizes. So she gets it done and she feels so much better about herself afterward, and that's basically how the book ends. But it like kind of, I'm telling you, it's a cautionary tale on plastic surgery and just like the Instagram lifestyle. She uses so many emojis in this book. Like, I don't know if she wrote the book with her iPhone or what, but she uses so many emojis in this book, which is so funny to me. I love it though. Like, I'm not hating on it. I love it. And I like the idea that she made it look like an Instagram story with the bars here. It's just so Instagram focused. It's very like Ingrid Goes West, but the obsession is with Instagram and the obsession is with plastic surgery and just like her looks. Like she literally would look in the mirror all the time. And what was her friend's name? Emily, I think, or something like that. Because of her, it was kind of her fault that got her into the Botox and everything, because she would follow her around on these like Botox dates and she'd be like, yeah, Emily's, I think her name is Emily. Her friend's name is Emily. I don't know. But her friend that she would talk along with would say like the beauty specialist or whatever would be like, yeah, it looks like your corners right here in your mouth. And then this part, did you know that your lips are not symmetrical? Let me inject this to make it look symmetrical. But it's just like, oh my God, too much, like too much. One solution is going to create another problem. And then trying to fix that problem is going to create another problem. And it's just like, you're going to go down this rabbit hole of like never being content. And that's what happened to her. I don't know if this is based off of like what actually happened to the author or not, but that would be so sad. But anyways, she was just like very heavily focused on like how many Instagram followers she had like all the time. And it was very, very obsessed. Like she was very obsessed with Instagram and her image and how many followers she had. And like she would keep tabs of it all the time. This deal gave her this many followers. Tagging one of her friends gave her friend this many followers. Like it's crazy, right? So it's a cautionary tale on plastic surgery and Instagram's ideals and how the beauty standards just keep changing all the time. And she really makes a good point that I remember. Oh, there was this one part I have to read you guys. Good thing I remembered. There was this one thing that she mentioned that I really, really love that she said, it's really the people that try to look like someone else completely. Like, I don't know, like someone going in to look like Kylie Jenner that really mess their face up. Like, and it's true, like, but what she was trying to do is look like her best self, which I understand that. And like, I completely, like, if you feel like that's what you need to do, then do it if you can afford it. But just know that not everything's going to go perfect. So if it gets ruined, that's on you. because no one forced you to do that. So I totally agree with her, like making yourself look the best version of yourself instead of trying to look like someone else entirely, because it just like, it doesn't make sense. Like, how are you going to look like someone else completely? Like, you're you, like you're never going to look like that person. Remember all the people that try to look like Kim Kardashian, and it just like doesn't work. Because you'll never look like Kim Kardashian. Like, you think you will, but like you won't. Do you know what I mean? And those girls really realized it way too late, that you're like not even close to the top of the mountain. But you'll never look like someone, like you just won't. Like you really, really won't. So this is on page 208 and 209. I felt like, I think I'm going to end it with this because I felt like this was really, really good to include into the video. Even as at Anna Ray, I wasn't favored by sponsors. I should have been good enough to win their business and make it my own. My look, my account, that impossible patina, everything that was already soft and pretty, photoshopped to be even softer, prettier, more impossible, should have been what sponsors wanted. But I was listening when I should have been talking, acting, fighting. I've been this way since girlhood. Before Instagram, when there was only MySpace, Facebook, the old capital I internet, I was stuck typing terms into Firefox or Safari, fall fashion, model, blog, the name of whatever celebrity I admired, Scarlett Johansson, Megan Fox, women I looked nothing like, had no possibility of resembling. I listened to the culture's silent songs about who was desired and why, and I believed them. I believed that Instagram, the filtered aesthetic it popularized, Instagram face, we called it, was true. It was how people had always wanted to look, would always want to look. High cheekbones, cut jawlines, frozen brows, fish lips, and perfect symmetry. I thought that was an everlasting ideal. When after some years it shifted, girls, women, people going filterless, makeupless, foregoing injectables, drugs, social media itself, I thought the world had changed, that from then on everything would be different. Culture seemed to think so too. Then the ideal changed once more, as it was always going to. Today, post-pandemic, dictatorship, social justice revolution, anti-wokeness revolution, and everything that followed. Instagram has been made almost obsolete by the next thing. It survived solely thanks to old folks, CGI influencers, and mega famous multi-platform content creators like Aaron and Jake. We real people are supposed to be beyond aesthetics again. Again, morality is what we're supposed to have arrived at. An obvious, absolute morality we can all agree is right and good, pure and natural. The collective over the individual, the collective over the hashtag canceleds, the Karens, the ableds, the incels, the long haul Purells. The collective agreement that only certain stories deserve telling, while others should stay untold, punished for the privilege they once had. Of course, there's always the fact of the self, that complex organism, the fact of the soul which wants to tell itself. At the time I created at Anna Ray, the most popular soul belonged to a beautiful girl with a dead father and a domineering mom, a girl with a heart-shaped face, a sex tape, reality show, celebrity wedding, and slim, ribless waist, giant ass. When she declared she wanted to be a lawyer, to fight for the rights of the wrongly accused, people said it was impossible. But impossible is what we loved her for, followed, and paid her for. It was only when she wanted to be smart, useful, that we wondered if she could. Obviously, they're talking about Kim Kardashian. But that was so good, wasn't it? Okay. And then there was also so I want you to sit with that. There was also a product that came out like towards the end of the book where it's like this mirror that shows you how you actually look to others and not what other mirrors show to you, which is like a lie because it's like a inverted image. And she realized that she was not going to spend thousands of dollars on a gimmicky thing when she already knew that every mirror lies. That was what she said. She said, every mirror is a lie. Like every mirror lies. Like you're not going to know how people look at you. You're not going to know how people see you. Like just be happy with how you see you. And literally that's that. I don't know what else to say. I thought it was pretty good. I think everyone should read it. if you like books like that, even if you don't, like, you should still read it. It's really good. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. A cautionary tale on beauty standards.